but it will have to continue paying the source. So it doesn't matter because that has happened in the case of, let's say, World Bank finance loans for shipping administered by the DBP and other facilities in the past. So I think on the first item that you mentioned, probably it will not affect the relationship with the primary lender, which in this case is the international financial institution. The international financial institution will still have to be paid, especially since most of these are guaranteed by the government. So you're not mapukondone yung financial institution, not the World Bank, not the NIDA or whatever. Yun lang ang consider.
Yes, thank you. I read that a while ago that somewhere in 1993 to 1999 when it was supposedly merged into one, there was one foreign government who did not want that their organization down there will be merged into that one agency. I read that a while ago na yung source ng fund na foreign government ayaw niya, nagre-resist siya kasi gusto niya kausap niya yun something of that sort. Anyway, thank you very much for that information.
Yes, please. Also, I joined to the point raised a while ago. With reference to the loans access from foreign countries versus loans granted source according to appropriations could be different in terms of how we should treat them in a condonation. Now, the question is, shall we limit the bill only to include condonations if this one was sourced as a result of appropriations, or should we include even those coming from foreign sources but guaranteed by the state? Guaranteed by the state. The position of this representation, to me, I would even think aloud to include even those provided by foreign sources. Because after all, when the bilateral agreement was entered into, the very purpose is to help the farmers, to help the fisher folks, to improve agriculture. Di ba? Di ba? Kahit wala pa itong donations, kung hindi makabayad yung kooperatiba, hindi makabayad yung farmers, it is still the obligation of the state. You cannot take out that obligation. It will be always there. And it will be always according to the appropriation of the government as payments to debts. Di ba? Payments to debts. Now, ang kaklaruhin lang natin dito, malinis ang balance sheet ng conduit. Non-conduit. Like for instance, in the case of NLDC, example lang, ang NLDC mayroon siyang utang galing ng foreign sources. Si assuming 100 million. Yung 100 million na yan, to clean up the balance sheet, if we have this law passed by Congress, i-cover natin yan. Then the government is responsible yearly to appropriate, to cover that condonation. So that ang nagbabayad, although ang nagbabayad financial institution o conduit, pero pira galing pa rin sa appropriation. Ganon yung analogy ko dito. If we want to consider that we want to restore the bankability, access to credit of the farmers, regardless kung saan yung sources. Kasi ang bottom line naman dito yung farmers. Di ba?